Hello and welcome everyone back to a brand new episode of Slippery Slopes podcast. This is Ayush Chawla alongside with co-host Parak Sethi, and today we have a guest for all of us, and we have Van Moon Music today with us. Welcome Van Moon to the podcast.
Hi
We are very
Ayush.
happy. We are very
Uh,
happy to have you,
Hi Parag. How are you guys? How are you guys doing?
man. All good, man. Delhi is pretty chill, pretty chill. I
It's
mean, it
very
is
Very chill.
it's
so
very cold. Look
cold
at me
here.
sitting in the house with a bloody down jacket, man.
All right, so let me introduce everyone. Van Moon Music. He has started his career in 2016. He is a DJ, professional DJ. He plays genres like hip hop, future bass, electro, commercial. He has taken control of a lot of venues, one of them very much supported Sunburn Pune. He's been supported by Marshmello, Martin Garrix, Dimitri Vegas, Like Mike, DJ Snake, and Asterix. And Van, would you like to add something here for our
I'm just
audience?
I'm just honored to be on a podcast with you guys, and that's about it, man. I mean, yes, what we do is on stage, but like off stage, we have to address a lot of things these days,
Yeah,
which are not being addressed like properly on stage and all.
yeah. I was thinking like when we all hear DJ, it feels
Yeah.
like party world. Like I mean, it feels like booze, liquor, chicks all around, dingy clubs, and
See,
flashing lights.
I'll
What's
just
it
say
like?
I'll just say one thing that the grass always looks green on the other side. I
Oh,
mean, if you know what I'm trying to tell you.
yeah, yeah.
So
I,
the roots of everything is very dark. I mean, there are the pros of being a DJ music producer, but the cons, sleepless nights, endless travel,
mm,
depression, everything is like a big aspect of all of these things. That's why you see a lot of musicians and going into depression and all, and doing crazy things. You see Kanye West now, genius of a person, but crazy
yeah.
man.
Yeah, man, that's a frenzy. Like Kanye, what he's going through right now. He married his
Yeah,
designer. Yeah, people are
yeah,
calling her duplicate Kim K.
yeah. He's always been dating duplicate Kim Kardashians, man.
Oh my god, man, that's crazy.
But actually, so what's up with that? I feel like to be like a creative, you have to have like an edge to yourself. Do you think?
It depends, man. You have to be a little crazy to be a little creative.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you have to be a little crazy. You have to have those wild imaginations and emotions and everything
Mm,
combined into like one small creative aspect, which then converts into music or art or any creative thing. Some designers do their crazy things. Some are artists. Some are musicians. Some are actors.
yeah. I mean, so when you are like in the club, all right.
Yeah,
So to be a DJ, it actually requires a lot of creativity. Actually, I have given
correct.
a hand. I've given a hand at DJing. So
Yeah,
I guess like I haven't not told you this, but so I bought myself a controller.
very nice.
Yeah, so when I was in 11th grade, I
Oh,
bought
very nice.
myself a
Love.
DDJ
So
400
we
Pioneer.
have another future upcoming artist in the
E-
building.
yeah, matlab, it's not that serious right now because I have a lot of things going on. But I tell you, I saw this video of Tomorrowland when I
Yeah.
was 16, and I was like, "Fuck, what
Everything
are these
starts with
guys
everything.
doing?"
Everything starts with Tomorrowland, is it?
Yeah, serious. People have met so many people, and they're like, "Oi, tune wo like, have you seen that Tomorrowland Belgium?" Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah. There was a phase when us guys, we were like in 10th and 11th standard when like animals and sets like these became very famous and everyone was like selling bands, Martin Garrix bands, Hardwell bands.
And
So,
man,
so you're talking about 2012, 2014 era.
Yeah.
yeah, back in school, it was crazy. So I saw this video. It was like it was after movie of
Yeah.
Tomorrowland. I guess 2016 17, and I was like, wow, I need to do this. So I went to YouTube. I had a iPad. I downloaded a few softwares, but it didn't work out. So I eventually ended up buying a DDJ 400.
See,
And
I'll give you a great piece of advice.
yeah, yeah.
In this industry, okay, you need to have some kind of talent, but talent is not everything. Let me be
Mm,
very clear and very specific. Talent is not everything. You just need to know the right people and you need to be in the right room at the right time.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
that's
that's
true.
how I've seen many talented artists, DJs sitting at home and doing absolutely nothing, while people who don't even know how to turn knobs are playing on the bloody stage. So it's a
Wow.
very it's a different world altogether. So if you have the right contacts, if you know the right people, and if you have some basic knowledge about mixing, then the stage is yours.
So like apart from on controller talent, like
Yeah.
you need to be more as a DJ or as any artist ever. But specifically as a DJ, you need to be like more social towards people or speaking
Correct, correct.
confidence.
Correct. And you need to know the right people. You need to know the organizers. You need to be friends with them. You need
Mm.
to have a lot of connections, basically. So that's how it works over here.
Oh my God,
You,
that's
you see artists with half a million following, and they're not doing shows. Probably they don't want to shows. They don't want to do shows. But like even if they want to do, they aren't being able to get shows. And you see artists with like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 5,000. They're banging shows, man. Like big festivals.
Hmm.
yeah.
Why? Because they just know the people. That's it.
Hmm.
Oh my
I want to take a back step. How did you get started? How did your journey get started?
So again, see, I was very much into music since my childhood days. Like I was into tabla, then I've learned the guitaring, then I've learned drums. So I was always into music, and then I knew people also. So that's how it all started. We used to do what do you call Conti parties, those
yeah.
continuation in
Yeah.
this back in the school days. So, from there, joining the Little Dots. Then again, I had gone to one of the concerts, like the first concerts in India happened. David Guetta in Gurgaon. I think I'm talking
Yeah, yeah.
about like
Ba-
2009 or 2010. That
backyard sports club, maybe there, right?
yeah, in somewhere in Gurgaon only. But like that
Yeah.
was the first ever concert, like proper concert in Delhi. And until then, at that point, I was a rock, like I was into guitaring and all. But when I saw David Guetta on the stage and thousands of people dancing, and I was like, man, this is what I want to do. This is it. So that's
Uh,
how it all started. Then I knew people. Had I not known people in the industry, probably I wouldn't have been doing shows like I'm doing right now. That's the sad part of it. Very talented people in the industry are not being able to do just because of these connects.
so when you were, a budding DJ, right? So like
Yeah.
when you thought, when you had this idea of, being a DJ, so what was the very first step you took? Like, so you went,
See,
you saw David Guetta, you came back home, or
I
then
came
what
back
next?
home. I
What
learned the
next?
DJ. I learned DJing from a very talented DJ called Jazzy Joe. He stays in I think somewhere in West Delhi, and probably one of the first people to bring hip hop into India back in 1970s and 80s. So he's a very old
Oh,
DJ. So I learned DJing from him. Got myself a controller, started practicing here and there. So I'm talking about 2011. So then I started, I started contacting people. Ki, yeah, I'll play for free. I'll do your show for free. I'll get people also, like 5, 10 people to like just to have fun and all. So that's how it all started. So I've been playing since 2012, and 2016
uh,
Van Moon came into existence. Before that, I had several other names, just get myself out in the scene.
few of the names before Van Moon.
So one was my original name only, Raghav, and before that I had a name called Ruzik. So I mixed Raghav and music, child brainchild, like childhood days. So I was like, just mix music and Raghav and just make, like do some. So my one of my first gigs was in Manali, and that was a psytrance gig,
Damn.
2012.
I mean,
Yeah, man.
I've always, I really wanted to travel to, Kasol, Manali, and all
Why,
these
Ayush?
parts,
Why?
to explore the to explore the
Okay.
psytrance and get high up the hills, see that altitude up. So I mean, so your first gig was in Manali, right? So
One, like
side,
in Mana.
yeah. So
Like one
like
of my first gigs, like my first gig, like my
very
first
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 gig,
gig,
yeah, very
that
first
was
gig,
that was in Saket in Delhi.
Saket. Oh, all right.
I was a small boy carrying a laptop and a headphones, and then I used to mix, like put everything, align everything, and then just start to mix with my controller, laptop, and everything.
Oh
So,
my god, man, must be
so
nervous.
how
You must be
how
nervous.
is it? So, like in stand up, when a comedian is starting out, there's things like open mics where you get like 2 minute slots, and they choose
Mm,
you by random, and then you go up, do your 2 minute gig, and you go off, and just going and doing the 2 minute stand ups again and again is how you make your name. So, how is it different in like live concerts of especially like electric music?
So for music specifically, if you just want to DJ, then you can just contact your local clubs, get yourself a residency, and just get in the groove. But like if you're a music producer, DJ, then you have to release songs on a regular basis. So the more popular your songs, more the gigs you get. It's like correlated. Content is king, like they say in these days, no? So the
mm.
better your content, the better you are. Like the better gigs you get every day.
Right. So this was like about you. Like now I really wanted to ask this question, like from a
Yeah,
DJ. So
yeah,
like today, like the scene in Delhi, NCR, and all the places that you've played. So
yeah,
I believe you have seen variety of crowd,
yeah.
So like what really gets you to understand the crowd? All right. So like if you are in Delhi, what club like does the club decides the vibe, or it is the
So
DJ
so
deciding the
if
vibe?
you're being booked for your own act, or for your own talent, then you can do whatever the hell you want to. But if you have, let's say, if you have a headlining act and he's a Bollywood DJ, so you can't be playing techno or drum and bass or dubstep before him. You have to, give him that stage for him to, like lift up the entire crowd. So like if the headliner is Bollywood, then you have to play a Bollywood. But then it's your choice also not to take the gig. You can't choose everything on the plate. You have to select a genre. You have to build your niche in it, and then you go about it.
Oh, all right. So
Like
like yeah, go ahead.
like if you're a DJ, like then you have to be a DJ in a specific genre. You can't be like, I'm a DJ, so I'll be like doing everything. I'll be mixing Bollywood with techno, with drum and bass, with dubstep, with folk songs, with Punjabi songs, with everything. It's XYZ. If you're a shadi wala DJ, then you have every right to do whatever you want to.
Yeah.
No offense to them, no offense to the shadi wala DJs as well, but even they are doing their own hard work. But like if you want to do that, then you can do everything, like anything. And let me tell you, the shadi wala DJs get the most money, bro. Like
Yeah?
the
Like seriously?
the pay in the wedding DJs have is enormous, man. Enormous.
What? Like, I thought these clubs would have been, paying huge sums because,
They they
nowadays.
they pay, the clubs and all pay. They pay very well. It's not like they don't pay. They pay what we ask for.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But if you are a wedding DJ, you will be getting more than what you're asking for.
Oh my God. Is it about the stay, the food, or like is it about?
Everything.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Stay, food, tips,
Have you played for
etc.
a wedding?
Not yet, man. Not yet. Not yet.
You do the
बात
thing.
कर रहे
Not yet.
So,
All right.
But I would love to play a wedding. Like if they pay me what I ask for, I would love to do that.
I mean, weddings are known for that. I mean, you're just telling, sir.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
but to your point about like crowd control and understanding what the show wants and what the crowd is want, how much of that is just like doing one show after another and another and another one? How much of that is just reps?
So that you will gain that experience by doing a lot of shows. But like if you're being booked, the agency or the event organizers will also give you a heads up. Ki this is the kind of artist, this is the kind of vibe, this is the kind of the night we are having. So just plan your music accordingly. if you're a very well, very well addressed DJ, if you're long enough in the industry, then nobody's gonna tell you what to do. You yourself will know what to do because of the past experiences of, like, you've played and all.
Yeah. So like when you know what to do, when the club decides what to do, and you're on your
Yeah,
console, the
yeah,
laptop's right in front. Has it ever
yeah.
happened like, the software crashed, hardware
I
failed?
don't play on laptops anymore. So I
Oh,
was talking about laptops back in 2012. So after 2015,
oh.
2016, I've shifted directly to the main standardized Pioneer, CDJs and
Yeah,
DJMs.
CDJs. Yeah, yeah. So like you use a flash drive to get in the
Yeah,
music.
pen
Oh,
drives with lossless,
that's great.
wave format audios. So I'll tell you one more thing. 99% of the DJs in India, 99%, they play their songs on MP3s, and they think, that, wow, man, we are playing MP3s. Man, that is not how shit is done. You need to have a wave, or you need to have a FLAC file, or you need to have a lossless file, because the
Yeah.
quality on the MP3, even though it might be 320 kpbs, it's still, not as far as to what a wave file is.
Oh, all
Hmm.
right, all right.
And
So,
99%
yeah.
of the, even the big DJs, I'm telling you, like, I don't want to name anybody of, I don't want to do any name drops,
So
but
like take a
Drop
name
him.
like drop
no, no, I
no
don't, I don't,
no.
I don't want to get myself into trouble, man.
Cristiano Ronaldo of parties.
No, no, CR7 is a great human, man. He's
Yeah.
an inspiration for
His
everybody.
recent interview was a blunder, like I feel like with
Yeah,
Piers Morgan.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Piers Morgan changed, in fact, like two identities. Like the Ronaldo interview was like a big blunder for him,
Yeah.
but the
Date one.
Tate interview, Andrew Tate
Yeah.
interview, it just uplifted Andrew Tate after that,
Yeah.
because
It was
the
great.
kind of, that podcast, that arguments were going on. I think Andrew Tate was doing a fantastic job, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he still stays relevant. Like
Yeah,
even
I
when
mean,
he's
even though he says a lot of blatant shit, like something that'll pinch like the other person, but like whatever he's saying, I think, even if not 100%, 90% is actual truth.
This was exact. Okay, so last night me and Parag were at a party, and
Yeah,
Andrew Tate came up in our conversation. So I just told him,
yeah,
"Ki, yeah, whatever these guys may think of him, yeah, like the Matrix and all this shit, like he tells, how he got his Bugatti, and like the
yeah.
morals or discipline he wants to, communicate. I feel like, like he's good. He's truth.
वो
Like he's
बोल देता है कि यार, कि ये ऐसे वैसे XYZ, जो कि एक पर्टिकुलर ऑडियंस को बुरा लगता है, ठीक है, मैं
ha
समझता हूँ,
exactly
बट वो जो
exactly
बोल रहा है भाई, सच्चाई बुरी लगती है. Let's get
exactly.
to facts. Truth hurts, man.
I think he has managed to understand what will go viral and then what
Correct,
will people like when they come to
correct.
find his
Yeah.
content.
So he's a smart
Yeah.
man, man. He's a very smart man.
He can say the craziest shit out there. People will come to find
Yeah,
his content, the algorithm will work for him, and then what they will
correct,
hear is actual good shit.
correct. And then, everybody, connect, the guys especially connect to it, and then they just like start reposting, and
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, I've
Next thing you
seen.
see, it's Andrew Tate
Yeah, and the
everywhere.
whole debate is about like someone is talking about the good shit that he talks about, and someone is stuck to like
Correct.
the viral bad
The
things that he
bad,
spoke about, and
bad shit.
everyone is just debating all the time.
Like Andrew Tate is present on either of the sides, but
Yeah, he still lives on.
if he's talking good shit, he's talking bad shit. It's all about Andrew Tate. So
Yeah, man.
that's crazy. He's like Conor McGregor. Like he talks shit to his opponents, and like then
But
he's
it's
also
just,
talking shit.
it's just giving him good marketing, man. Whatever
Yeah,
he's doing,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the man is smart.
very smart.
Like, say what you want to, but like the man is smart.
yeah. Actually, on that line, I asked this question to my sister also. She's a photographer, but this whole
Yeah,
thing about creating content, going viral, that helps your own art, which is like music production and playing live sets. So,
correct,
how
correct,
much
correct.
of your career at this point is content creation versus like actually producing music and performing? And how do you like that mix?
As a music producer, no, we have to do most of the things by ourselves. Be it creating content, be it booking the shows, be it, locking the shows, be it what do you call, be it being the photographer, or telling the photographer what to do, and telling the videographer what to do, curating the music, everything. It's on the DJ, it's on the artist himself. Even if he has a management on his back, 90% of the things, an artist has to do himself.
Oh my god. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, so like, are there like any clashes? Like, don't you feel like
Of course, man. Like there are so many blocks, and that's why if you see a bigger artist or a bigger DJ, they have a set of people. They travel with like 20, 30 people, and everybody is just concentrating on one work.
yeah.
India, in that matter, has to develop, and it will. The music scene is booming right now. The big artists, like the grade A god tier level artists, Diljit Dosanjh, everybody, they're traveling with like huge amount of people. Arijit
Yeah.
Singh, and all these Bollywood big ass singers, like they're traveling with huge amount of people. So
Yeah.
they what they are doing is they are just completely focusing on music. Artists like me, the smaller version artists, like we have to do everything right now until and we reach that level.
Yeah, actually, on that point, I had like a revelation kind of a moment. As I was in Europe last month, and we were talking about music, and I shared like AP Dillon and Sidhu Moosewala to
Yeah,
one of my friends. She's from California, and she looks at his Spotify, and she's like, this is a
crazy.
lot of plays for a musician,"
Yeah,
and I'm like, this is not even Hindi. This is a regional language. Yeah.
पंजाबी. अभी तो बॉलीवुड देख लोगे तो फिर तो
So
Yeah, exactly.
इट्स बूम. कौन है
अरिजीत की स्ट्रीम्स दिखाता है.
टोनी कक्कड़ की स्ट्रीम्स देख लो ब्रो.
Crazy. That's
टोनी
crazy.
कक्कड़, his songs are, I mean, his songs are okay. I won't say anything, I won't comment, but
yeah.
like the views on, I mean, the streams and all, I mean, they're Bollywood.
Yeah.
If you're in Bollywood, then though it's next level,
It's
man.
a lot of numbers.
It's a lot of numbers, yeah. So then there are the numbers that you won't be able to count
Mhm.
also.
But is the way to the top also cutthroat then? Like a lot.
Very, 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 bro. Like it's a dog eat dog world, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a man eat man world.
Nobody's playing like positive sum games helping each other. Everyone's just
It's very, very, very few, man. Very few. Even at our level, levels which is not as high as the Bollywood. People are just trying to cut everybody. Like जिसका कट रहा है उसको काट दो, जिसका बन रहा है उसका बनने दो. ऐसा चल रहा है.
So like, have you faced this ever? Like, okay,
Of
so
course,
you
man. Of
getting a
course.
gig, any story around it?
Of course. So I had, like, I'll just tell you, like, I had a show. Today is what, 15th? I had a show today,
Oh,
which was locked a month ago, but like 15 days ago, because of a bigger brand. So the entire show got cancelled, and the festival got shifted to the other people, and then other artists and all XYZ.
wow.
oh,
So it's a man eat man world, man.
oh my God, that's crazy.
It's a dog eat dog world. That's
So
why you need to know the connects. So coming back to the circle, it's a full circle. That's why if you need to have connections with the organizers, with the agencies, with the event people.
yeah, a lot of people like if we are talking about music industry, a lot of people think climbing up the DJ ladder specifically is pretty tough because the scope over here and like what
It's
what
pretty
we
tough. Plus, it's a closed community as well. It's not an open gated community where they'll welcome you with open arms.
yeah.
So if you're somebody's brother who's DJing, and the somebody is somewhere on the top, then the brother will get to somehow get in the game, in the maze, and then it's
The
all a snake
Matrix.
world, man. Matrix. Escape the Matrix.
Actually, I actually was going to ask you a question about your expectation around the industry because, like, I had a hinge that this is an industry like that. Did you know कि ऐसा ही होने वाला है when you were starting out, or were you expecting like a
Of course not, man. I started out with passion because music was my passion initially. And then it became my work. And then everything, the politics and everything, and all the negative things get involved into it. So I mean, it's a cutthroat world, man. I'll just get to that only. Like it's a dog eat dog world. If you have the connections, if you know people, had I known this, I would have started off with having like with doing my PRing first and then getting into the industry. So for all the upcoming people, who are watching, who will watch the podcast or who are watching the podcast, just a piece of advice for them
Yeah.
is go hang out with people who are in the party scene, who are in the DJing and the music scene. Hang out with them before you yourself step into the scene,
Yeah.
because a lot of snakes will definitely come and bite you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even that's pretty much fair, when we talk about people looking for their own personal benefits over, like being
Yeah,
selfish all the time.
of course.
Yeah. So I was also thinking one thing, like this is around people. Also, like you're playing a lot, and there's like while DJing, like there's a lot of people in club involved in, a lot of things like substance abuse and
Yeah,
going through for the chill of it. So like do you have
for
a opinion on it?
see, my opinion on substance abuse. I have been a substance abuse survivor. I have fought with substance abuse for years. I'm clean now, but I have been at a stage where, like music and substance abuse was going hand in hand. So you have to
Yeah.
be safe, like you have to be mature in this. It's all up to you. Nobody's gonna come and shove up a smoke in your lungs and or put a drink in your mouth or do something or cut something up and put it in your nostrils. Nobody's gonna do that
Yeah.
deliberately. It's all on self control. It's
True.
all on self
But it is
control.
again the same thing, right? You are an artist, you are a creative. So there is that side to you.
Not to me specifically, but to artists in general, I will say yes.
Yeah, right?
I will say yes. I mean a lot of, but like then again it's on the contrary, like a lot of artists also don't do any of these things. I know a lot of artists who just meditate and get high on meditation and then produce music. Like, damn man.
Wow.
Wow.
That is something new. Like I'm hearing that for the first time.
Yeah.
Like getting high on
Yeah,
meditation.
I know people like that. So one of my friends who does this, so he told me to go into monk mode. So what is monk mode? Monk mode is like 10 minutes of meditation, 20 minutes of exercise, and 10 minutes of breathing every day for 21 days. You
Wow.
do that, no, and you don't like no alcohol intake for 21 days, no smoking, no like masturbation, no porn for like 21 days. Just focus on diet and focus on the monk mode exercises and see yourself, like see a change in yourself, and that's what I've been trying to do.
Oh my God. I
And
mean,
it's
that's pretty.
it has helped. It has helped.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like so much like such a
Yeah,
hard, tough, disciplined thing. Like it feels
yeah.
like it should get to you. I mean, what
So
more?
this was the monk mode was started by a guy, by a YouTuber called Iman Ganzi. So he's a famous YouTuber. So I think from there, and like like people like my friend and all, everybody, then they introduce their own. They tweak the monk mode, and then
Hmm.
here it is. Like even I'm
Yeah,
trying it now. You know what it is. Like let's see the effects of it.
I mean that's something pretty interesting right here.
Yeah. See,
I
the only substance I abused was tobacco.
Hmm.
I haven't done anything else. But even tobacco, after abusing for a lot of years, it was like 10, 12 years. And in 2022, like towards the end, December onwards, was the really, like, was the time when I, like totally I was cutting it. I was
Yeah,
smoking a pack a day. Now I barely smoke even a cigarette a day.
that's
That's amazing.
that's
Congratulations.
that's commendable. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man.
Uh, Yeah,
Thanks.
that would be surely very, very, very inspirational to people listening to this or watching this on
Yeah.
YouTube.
So
I mean,
monk mode is a piece of advice I would definitely tell the youngsters to,
yeah,
just try it out. It won't harm you in any way. Breathing won't harm you in any way. Meditation won't harm you in any way. 20 minutes of brisk walking or just, walking down your alley or your garden won't harm you in any way.
100%.
I mean, with monk mode coming in, so like as an artist, like a lot of creativity is involved, obviously. And like, do you face blocks? Like,
Of course, man.
today,
Of
like I'm not in a mood to make any tune or something. Like, yeah, like, or there is this gig. Okay, so gig is booked for a while, and now you just suddenly don't feel like playing or even showing up to the place.
So,
Like,
so
has
I'll
it
tell you,
happened?
I'll tell you about this show which actually happened. This was back in 2022, February 1st. I even remember the date. IGDTU College, if you know Delhi
Yeah.
Yeah,
University.
yeah, yeah.
So I was there on stage with I like 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I had to start. So the time was like probably 5:55, and my set was 6 o'clock. I had to close down the festival, and I was having a very bad day, very extremely bad day. Like I was puking, I had acidity, and my fever and all. And I was telling my manager back in the day कि ब्रो छोड़ यार शो पैसे वापस करते हैं घर चलते हैं मेरी तो बस की नहीं है वो कह रहा है भाई क्या बात कर रहे हो क्या बात कर and as soon as I stepped on the stage I pressed play and boom man you won't be able to tell ki if I was puking 5 minutes ago
Wow,
the
that's
entire
crazy.
energy changed so there have not once but like multiple times where I was wanting कि, कि fuck it man आज नहीं हो पा रहा रहने दो. But as soon as I step onto the stage or onto the console, the entire scenario in front of my eyes changes.
Yeah. That's that's amazing.
That's great.
Another thing on live sets. So it is a known fact that Indians are a little weird, and especially young people are not. Are some of them are very crazy.
कहना क्या चाहता
I'm just asking, has
है?
there been,
मैं
has there,
इंडियन हूँ.
you are part of the people I'm talking about, but has there ever been like an incident of someone like jumping the stage or doing something crazy?
A lot of a lot of times, man, a lot of times. Peop सबको किक मिलती है यार मैं 21 साल का होता हूँ मैं देख रहा होता कि हाँ भाई कोई बड़ा आर्टिस्ट है मैं फुल कोशिश करता कि भाई स्टेज पे चढ़ जाऊँ 2 मिनट सेल्फी वेल्फी खींच लूँ और उतर जाऊँ
Attention
सबका मन
create करा
करता
ले.
है
Yeah.
सबका इट्स ओके मैन दिस इज
This is
नॉर्मल
normal.
एंड
हुआ
दिस
है?
इज ओके हाँ मल्टीपल टाइम्स
How do you?
That's great.
but that's why we have bouncers and like security people after the stage and then we have like a specific time where like people can come and like they can get their pictures clicked and everything. So अब वो हो गया है कि if you're doing a festival specifically in a college तो वो कॉलेज वाले एक आधा घंटे का टाइम फ्रेम रख देते हैं कि फोटो वोटो खिंचवानी है तो आके वो जितने बच्चों को खिंचवानी है खिंचवा सकता है तो उससे भसूड़ी कम हो जाती है बट लेकिन फिर भी जब तुम स्टेज पे हो तो ऐसा पागलपन होता है लड़ाइयाँ कभी कभी लड़ाइयाँ भी हो जाती हैं भाई
हाँ,
लोगों के
देखा
बीच
है
में कि
मैंने.
मैं मेरे को आगे जाना है मेरे को आगे जाना है कुछ हो जाता है वो लोगों के बीच में
तो मैंने देखा है. Like,
बट 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 दिल्ली इन जनरल इनफैक्ट इंडिया इन जनरल इस मामले में ठीक है इतना कुछ वो नहीं है बीटी नहीं है इसमें
that's good to hear, and that's good to hear.
like, so for you if you want to become DJ in the next 4-5 years the ground is green signal for you it's clean and nice.
Yeah, I like green anyway, so like that's great. So yeah, well, I was thinking this one thing, like since we connected on Instagram, and
Yeah,
I saw your profile. So
yeah.
a lot of people, me as like I've also given a hand at DJing and house parties. I do that. Um, so like with techno music, like you play techno, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
I
with
have
tech.
a different identity for techno. So Van Moon is basically just for commercial and pop commercial
Oh,
and what do you call? So my other identity is called Six Bars. In Hindi, it's called Chhe Bar.
Okay.
Cheba.
So
All right.
that is what I introduced like in the last quarter of 2022. So that's specifically solely for melodic techno. That's another of my like one of my other passions, melodic techno music.
Wow. So like people have like my experience was like people are understanding the techno scene in India, or like, or there is still a lot of time to give to the audience ki bhai tum
टेक्नो
adapt ho jao
टेक्नो
pehle.
टेक्नो तो बूम कर रहा है इंडिया में
Like
राइट नॉट
it's
पीकिंग
booming.
it's peaking right now it's on the upward trend
Wow,
In
that's
fact,
great.
EDM and all थोड़ा कम हो गया है. Techno, tech house, melodic techno, progressive techno, acid techno, hard techno, peak time techno, ये सब ऊपर हो गया. तुम ज्यादातर देखोगे क्लब्स में 90% it's techno only.
यार आपने
It's like
कितने तो टेक्नो बता दिए, like how many genres are there, how many sub genres are there to techno?
so there are a lot of subgenres to techno, man. A lot of subgenres.
That's great. I
Some
mean,
of them probably I don't even know. Probably मैं
yeah,
भी सुनूंगा तो मतलब हाँ गाना सुना होगा but like okay it's called this name will be new for me as well.
that's
But
great. That's
that
great.
what you said there, that you have a different identity when you play techno. That's so interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So I have two monikers, two alter egos. So one is for EDM, commercial, pop, hip hop, and the other one is for melodic techno, solely for melodic, progressive, minimal techno.
Yeah. For our audiences on the video, we link them in the description.
Yeah, for sure.
Do
For
do
sure.
do get do visit, do give a follow, and see
Support
both
your local
identities.
artists, man. Support your
Exactly,
local artists.
exactly.
That is how everybody will grow eventually.
Exactly. So, with coming, like, what gave you the idea, like Che Bar, the name, and then Van Moon again? So,
So
like, what's the idea behind Van Moon?
Van Moon was basically Van Moon came into existence because Eddie Van Halen was a very famous guitarist, and so I picked up Van from there. And Keith Moon was a very famous drummer, and I was a guitarist and drummer back in the days. So that's how I mixed Van Moon, and Van Moon sounds really cool. ऐसा नहीं लगता कि कोई Indian artist है, कोई बाहर का लगता है सुनने में. प्रोफाइल
Yeah,
देखते हैं फिर उनको पता
yeah,
चलता है हाँ ये तो अपना ही इंडिया का ही है.
yeah.
But like सुनने में first time if a person is hearing Van Moon, okay, so he'll think, okay, is he some international act or something?
Marketing 101. Yeah.
And
Peter England, Indian.
six bars
Yeah.
basically is another story. So bars is basically in music what do you call language? You have four bars
Tal. Maybe we call
in
it
in a
Tal.
like
Hmm.
yeah. In a sequence you got four bars and all. So instead of four, my lucky number was six. So six bars. And plus, six bars is also something where I'm trying to break free. So break bars is also something a prison in your head.
Yeah.
So you're trying to break free from the prison. So if you see bar, it's got three, one, two, three, and one, two, three.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
how six
I
bars.
just
that's
love
now
creative
after
people.
listen. Yeah,
Yeah,
same. I mean, मैं तो ऐसा like can't even think like this. मैं सोच भी नहीं सकता कि like 6 bars has such deep meaning. I was like हिंदी में
yeah.
6 बार बन रहा है तो ठीक है, अच्छा लग रहा है.
दिमाग का एक prison होता है ना. तो वो
Yeah,
दिमाग के prison को तोड़ना है.
crazy
That's
man. That's
deep.
great.
So
Very
yeah,
deep, bhai.
man.
Very deep.
But yeah, another thing, complementary to what you just said, who were some of the people that you've looked up to in your drummer and guitarist days also, and like like doing DJ and music production professionally now? Who are some of the people that you've looked up to?
So one of my favorite people like who I still look up to is Joe Satriani. So he's like one of the like very famous guitarists back in the days. Like even if you Google him up, you'll know Joe Satriani. He's got multiple guitars and all. Does multiple collaborations with Ibanez and all. So one is Joe Satriani. Then in the electronic world were the Daft Punk.
Hmm.
So
Daft Punk, yeah, yeah. They
so the Daft
separated, right? Yeah.
I have no idea if this. I think they've stopped
They stopped
music.
music, yeah, yeah. They
Yeah,
separated.
but they still did something. I think in 2021 or something.
Yeah.
So Daft Punk was another major influence. Then Armin van Buuren, Tiesto, and right now also these young musicians who are coming, like these young famous artists. Dua Lipa has got bloody good voice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from voice, a lot of
So many
things as
good
well.
things
Like
about her.
so many.
But
I guess सबने वो रील देखी है.
I don't know what you're talking about.
even I don't know what's real, but Dua
झूठ
Lipa in
ऑडियंस
terms
से झूठ
of
बोल रहे हैं. ये झूठ बोल रहे हैं.
Dua Lipa in terms of like music writing and everything like her flow and all.
Yeah.
feels like that.
even in fact, what you call, ये क्या है this rapper's name, Lil Baby and all, man, like his
Yeah.
flow and like what's he writing, superb. There's one more rapper, a very controversial rapper, in fact, who talks about Matrix and cloning and everything. You should check him out. He's called Tom McDonald.
Oh.
Listen to his tracks, man. He's spitting out real facts, real truth.
Right. I mean, there's this rapper, Young Gravy. So
Young
back,
Gravy.
yeah. So I was like, uh, Spotify pay, like it
Yeah.
was on shuffle, and I just heard Young Gravy. Like, naam, it's pretty बढ़िया नाम है. देखते हैं. So he started a campaign like. It was a very win-win campaign where he asked all his female audience to take off their bras and hand it
Oh
over to
yeah,
like him.
this became viral.
So
Viral
yeah,
also.
yeah. So I mean, like any
इफ यू हैव,
creatives
अगर
here.
उतनी बड़ी फॉलोइंग है आपकी तो कुछ भी करवाओ भाई जनता से। गलत काम मत करवाओ बट कुछ भी
Yeah,
करवाओ।
yeah, yeah. So like, have you ever encountered like females like I've seen it personally like audience females in clubs and like have you ever like tried to woo someone through your music and
मी
yeah
मी
you no
me as far as I know, the only person I tried to woo was the my like my heart and my soul and the people who came to listen to the music,
Oh, oh,
oh
wow, wow, wow,
but
wow,
not
safe खेल गए safe खेल
not
गए
specifically anybody in person. No.
wow. That's nice.
Like I've tried. Okay, so when I'm on the knobs, I'm on the desk. Disk. I try. I sometimes try. So like, there's people often come up with requests, right? Okay, so your
Hmm.
opinion on requests?
So
Does a DJ
I don't entertain requests. In
at
fact,
all? At all?
at all. In fact, nobody. I have seen very few instances. People have come up to request me songs because I mean the areas and the places where I've played are usually like top notch areas and top notch festivals. Festivals में तो देखो कोई आपको आ ही नहीं सकता स्टेज पे
Yeah,
कोई
yeah.
Hmm.
चढ़ेगा ही नहीं।
Say,
क्लब
say.
बाकी रही क्लब्स की तो क्लब्स में भी वैसा होता है अगर आप कोई छोटी सिटी में प्ले कर रहे हो लेट्स से लेट्स से झांसी और आगरा तो वहां पे कोई एक दो बंदा आ सकता है कि सर बॉलीवुड भी एक आध डाल दो या एक आध कुछ ऐसा डाल दो उनके लिए तो वो ठीक है उतना मैनेजेबल है इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील
Yeah.
नॉट until and unless people are coming up to you every 5 seconds कि भाई ये पंजाबी बजा दो ये हरियाणवी बजा दो ये भोजपुरी बजा दो तो फिर it's difficult
Notes app पे phone like
then 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 it's a big problem.
yeah.
That that actually with the requests. So a lot of people used to come to me when I was at house parties, there's a friend की party है और मैं ऐसे play कर रहा हूँ मैंने ऐसे बोल दिया कि यार मैं play कर देता हूँ party में ऐसे like vibe आ जाएगी and like
Correct,
people are coming on भाई ये बजा दे अब ये बजा दे अब ये बजा दे तो
correct.
for me I used to get so annoyed मेरे को ऐसा लगता था भाई तू कर ले आजा तू आजा तू कर ले भाई तू तू ये ले headphone पहन तू कर ले
ये कॉलेज टाइम पे जब मैं भी बजाता था तब आते थे ऐसे रिक्वेस्ट कि ये कर दो वो कर दो क्योंकि कॉलेज के अपने सारे ही दोस्त होते हैं ना तो कोई दोस्त आके
हाँ
बोल रहा है तो ठीक।
exactly
लेकिन अगर तुम प्रोफेशनली प्ले कर रहे हो तो भाई मतलब दो चीजें खराब है या तो तुम अपने म्यूजिक से लोगों को नचा नहीं पा रहे हो इसलिए लोग आके तुम्हें बोल रहे हैं या तो वो एरिया ही वैसा है। ये दो दो ही रीजन हो सकता है अगर तुम्हें बजाना आता है तो देन यू प्रॉब्ली यू विल बी एबल टू रीड द क्राउड एंड यू विल बी एबल टू डू समथिंग और द अदर which in turn hypes up the crowd.
Yeah, that's actually a great way to look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you played all around India.
mostly yes.
What is like your favorite place that you what is like a set that you remember
number
or a
one
place
spot
that you love playing at?
number top three let's go top three
Clubs or like
Anything,
just the
anything.
areas,
anything
just
like top three
top three.
or let's just say in no particular order okay three to make
So
it easy
clubs भाई let me be clear festivals कोई भी play कर लो festival में बहुत मजा आता है क्योंकि crowd is mad in festivals you एक तो you get a lot of crowd a lot of people and you're doing 1 2 3 jump obviously you have the knowledge of basic like beat transitions basic mixing effects everything ऐसा नहीं है कि
Mm.
आपने लुक लंदन टॉक टोक्यो एक बजा दिया, दूसरा बजा दिया, कुछ घोड़े एक के दौड़ रहे हैं, दूसरे के हाथी दौड़ रहे हैं, तो वो बेकार है. बट इफ यू नो मिक्सिंग, देन
Yeah.
you ask every DJ festival, he'll say festival. I love festivals. Now coming back to clubs or cities, so I think number one city which is booming right now in music is Hyderabad.
Really?
Wow. I did not
I no,
expect
I was also not
Hyderabad,
expecting
but
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad, the parties, the production, the artists that they're calling, the hospitality, everything. So I played at what do you call? Recently, I did a gig at Prism, Hyderabad. Prism is, I
yeah,
think,
I've
one
seen
of
their reel. I've seen their reel. Like
it's one of the
Prism.
best. It's I think it's the best club in India. No cap.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it like if you take it in Google wise, तो इंडिया का वो नंबर वन आता है. तो प्रिज्म की हॉस्पिटैलिटी, क्लब, क्राउड, जो लोग हैं, सब कुछ इज exceptionally good. Yeah, like they treat you
Wow.
like a bloody artist. And there's no nothing of they're coming up and requesting songs and anything like that. उसके बाद सेकंड मैं बोलूंगा क्लब में, अगर अगर फर्स्ट इज प्रिज्म और सेकंड जो मैंने प्ले करा है और विच इज equally good is Casa Danza Gurgaon
Oh,
at this
yeah,
moment for techno artists specifically.
yeah.
So Casa Danza तो भाई मतलब आपको मजा ही आ जाएगा वहां पे जाओगे तो, as an artist, no.
Yes,
It's I think it's a dream place for like a lot of new young artists, who are there who've come up in the scene.
I've heard a lot about Casa Danza. In fact, क्या ही बोलूं, like I've planned with my friends, one of them being Parag, like for like 2 3 times to visit Casa Danza.
It's a very nice.
End moment BT of was I've suffered it. So like
अभी I think mostly in Feb or March I'll be doing a gig, तो आ जाना उधर कैसा.
let's go, people listening to this podcast. We know where to be.
Bring your friends also.
We
Let's
know where
go.
to be, where to support Van Moon. So let's see you all at Casa Danza.
Awesome.
Casa
And
Danza,
follow Van Moon like for the
Ja-
update, you know.
R-
ja-
Raw Live is the agency which does on Friday. Exceptionally good people, very nice.
Yeah.
Love them to every party, man. Love them to death. Very
and
nice
your third
people.
place?
Third place is a mix, man. Third place I'll give it to Goa, Pune, and Bombay. Even Bangalore, in fact. तो ये चारों 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 वो ये फोर्थ में आ
Okay.
जाते हैं. अब
So it's a tier, पूरा ही tier है ये.
टीयर है.
हाँ.
बट लाइक अब छोटी जगह भी है, जैसे हुबली है.
Hmm.
हुबली में अब रांची में, रायपुर में आने लग गई हैं भाई क्रेजी पार्टीज रायपुर में.
Wow.
Wow.
हुबली में भाई हुबली कौन सोचेगा कि हाँ भाई हुबली जा रहा हूँ पार्टी करने, भाई लोग सोचेंगे क्या है हुबली. बट लाइक इफ यू गो टू हुबली ब्रो, लाइक द सीन इज नेक्स्ट लेवल मैन, इज एज गुड एज गोवा ओवर
It's amazing,
Wow.
man.
इतना like is that level?
देयर. या
मेरा देश बदल रहा
आगे बढ़
है.
रहा है.
स्पेसिफिकली जो छोटी छोटी पॉकेट्स है ना,
It's
स्मॉल
amazing.
पॉकेट्स दैट इवन वी डोंट नो अबाउट.
Yeah.
They're doing exceptionally good. Yeah, the music scene in general in 2022 towards the end has exceptionally grown really good in India.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, just one question before we let you go. If you're really gracious for your time. What's one piece of advice that you would give to like an upcoming artist, upcoming music producer, singer, just like one general advice for an Indian young person in general?
It's the same, and it'll be the same for the next, I think, 2 3 years, and 100 times I'll repeat that. I've said that in a lot of my reels also, a lot of my reels. And the thing is, ki, you might have talent, or as much talent as you have, you need to know the right people to sit inside that room who are going to make the things happen for you. Talent will not get you everywhere, but knowing people is the key to access, a lot of things in life. So in general, socialize socialize with people, hang out with with the people who make the scene, not just go hang out and come back, but like hang out with the brain, basically. So that's how you will get your journey started, and inshallah you will get your, like, you will be there where you want to be, and nobody's
Yeah.
going to stop you.
Also, like one thing.
Yeah,
So Van Moon, when he was, a small kid, like in school,
yeah.
playing guitar, playing drums.
Yeah.
If you go back in time, you see
Yeah.
that kid in school,
Yeah.
like three things you'd say to him.
Don't listen to anybody. Go as hard as you can and don't be apologetic. Never apologize for the things you do.
It's
Oh my
awesome.
God, that's awesome. I mean, that's I'd say like a very unfiltered and raw thing that we all need to hear about
Yeah,
ourselves.
man. Yeah,
And
man.
people
For sure.
often don't like they this is a blind spot. Like,
See, people do things and then they apologize. Own up to your chest and say, ki, yes, I have done it.
mm, yeah,
Secondly, go as hard as you can, man. Go as hard because in the younger age, I'm 29, gonna turn 30. Till 21, I had so much energy. After 22, 23, energy levels also start to deplete humanly. मतलब ऐसा नहीं 22 23 बट लाइक 27 28 29 30 ऑनवर्ड्स थोड़ा आपका एनर्जी कम हो जाता है तो आपका till 25 26 go as hard as you can, man. Go as hard, go ruthless, be a ruthless animal,
100%.
and
that's great.
don't listen to anybody because there'll be a lot of people, there'll be families who will be telling you कि भाई क्या कर रहा है ढोल ढोल बाजा बजाएगा क्या इसके बाद
Oh, yeah.
मत सुनो अपने मन की करो ठोकर भी खाओ और ठोकर से सीख के कुछ करो आगे
That's amazing. Van
Perfect.
Moon, thank you for being here. Okay, where can
थैंक यू
people find you?
थैंक यू
This podcast will come out in a week. So where are you performing? Uh,
So next week I am going to IIT Kharagpur.
Right.
It's like it was one of the biggest IITs in Northeast region, if I'm not wrong. I think it's close
Yeah,
yeah,
by
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
to Bengal and all. And then on the 28th, I'm going to what do you call IIT Patna. And then there's on the 29th, there's a gig in Delhi. It's I think one of DU colleges. I'm not too sure. If you want to see, just go to my Instagram and you'll find all of the details over there. Instagram is
Right.
a place.
Do check the description. Do check
Yes,
the podcast description on Spotify as well. All
and
right.
follow, like the
Yeah.
guys over here.
Yeah.
Share the bloody podcast, man.
Yeah. I mean, thank you so much, Van Moon, for coming here today, giving us your
Thank,
precious time. It was
thank you
lovely.
for calling me, man. Thank you for calling me.
It was lovely to know a lot of things, man. Learned a
It,
lot. Learned a
it
lot.
was lovely speaking over here with you
yeah,
guys. Yeah,
awesome. I hope to see you live very soon.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I'll send you tickets. Come to my show.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Yes. Awesome. I will see you all
Yeah.
next week.
Awesome.
This was Slippery Slopes
Yeah.
podcast.
Ve-
Ayush, you would like to
See
yeah.
you, slippery slope. Follow, like, share, subscribe.
all that good
Do
stuff.
all of those things. Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Right. Thank you so much,
Chalo.
everyone, for joining in and tuning into Slippery Slopes podcast. We hope you all learned something of value and, something that truly got to you. And with that note, stay tuned, stay hard, and go get your dreams, work hard, and see you next week.